Be patient, everyone. It won't be long now.
What are you going to do?
You'll soon find out for yourself. You know, it's odd. I remember looking at my watch after you fell that night. It was 9:32, right before I ran into Sam. Oh, I remember it so vividly. 9:32 on April the 29th, which means it's 3 years ago, almost to the minute. We're all here to celebrate a very grim anniversary.
And you've been planning this all along?
Yes. I've wanted my revenge ever since that night. It's why I allowed Quentin to take me to his house to recuperate. I knew my Sam had found his next rich, vulnerable lady. And I was right. It was your poor mother. I wanted to be around to watch him in operation and to try and protect whoever it was. I never dreamed that Sam would move directly from the mother to the daughter. I didn't think even he had that much nerve.
That was probably my biggest mistake. But just so you realize the situation, I want you to know that Amanda's not just another woman.
Oh, Mark, don't,
no,
please.
I want her to know. And I want you to believe that until I met you, I never knew what it was like to really love someone. With all my heart, I never knew that.
Oh, I should have foreseen this and had the violins playing.
Was that before or after I gave you the evidence that proved that you're heir to Hacker's Spaulding Enterprises?
Bravo, Amanda.
I don't want your praise.
I admire you for standing up to him. I was such a weak little thing 3 years ago. I could never have done that. He twisted me around his little finger.
I don't want to hear about it.
Why? I've been privy to your secrets. Why shouldn't you know some of mine?
What are you talking about?
I went with you on your little trip to Lake Conestoga, although you never realized it.
You were there?
Yes. And I saw everything that happened just as I always do. Incidentally, do you recognize this?
It's Brian Lister's gun, the one I couldn't find.
Exactly.
How did you get it?
Can't you guess? I told you I was there. I picked it up while you were busy dumping Brian's body off the pier. Right after you forced him to put this to his head and pull the trigger.
Oh, my God!
All right! What if I did? You did the very same thing to my father. Somebody had to stop him. He'd hurt too many people already.
Oh, and what about you and what you've done?
I'm going to stop this. This isn't getting us anyplace. Now listen to me. You were a witness to a very serious crime, a murder. All right. Now let's leave this place. Let's take this man to the police and let the law punish him.
After what he did to me? Oh, no. I'm going to supervise his punishment myself. I'm not going to hand him over to anyone and take the chance that he might get free. Can you imagine what it was like for me when I first met you at Spaulding Enterprises? Every muscle in my body yearned to take you by the throat and strangle the life out of you the way you tried to strangle me. I couldn't sleep at night. I loathed you so much. I lay awake plotting this night.
And after you get rid of me, what then?
Quentin and I will be together again. The way it was meant to be before Samuel Pasquin.
No, now listen to me. I told you before, things have changed.
No. No, nothing's changed. I've seen to that. And that's what I tell Peter.
Peter?
Don't you know?
Are you talking about your father?
I'm talking about Peter Enright McCord, your son. Surely you haven't forgotten, my dear. He hasn't forgotten you. Every night, when I tuck him into bed, he says to me, "Mummy, when's Daddy coming back?" And I tell him, as soon as Daddy's taken care of bad Mr. Pasquin, who hurt Mummy so badly, Daddy will come home. And then we'll be a family again, the way it was meant to be. That's what I promised. And that's what's going to happen.
What's going on here? What happened?
Oh, Mike, Alan.
Well, what is it, Lieutenant? Did something happen to my daughter?
Well, I don't know. I was just about to contact you to see if you'd heard from her.
Well, no, she was going to go to Allen's, and we called here when she didn't show up, and then we come over to check it out.
Well, would you please tell us what happened and why you're all here?
Well, I had a man tailing Mark Evans, and somehow Mark got around behind him, knocked him over the head, knocked him unconscious with the butt of a gun, took off.
Did he have Amanda with him?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. The man came to just a little while ago, and he radioed in. When we got here, these doors were wide open the way they are right now. There was some piano music coming from in there and on the phonograph. Well, this date is written on the mirror.
And there was no sign of Amanda at all?
No, none. But there was no sign of a struggle or violence either.
And it's obvious he had her with him.
Evans?
Yes, and he probably persuaded her to go willingly.
Do you have any idea where he might have taken her?
No idea at all. If he's done anything to hurt her.
How long you been here?
Oh, we just got here, just before you. Wish we had some idea where they might have gone. We can't think of anything, huh?
No, but surely they left some trace.
No, nothing we've been able to find so far. Excuse me. Jesse, go out and check the garage, huh? The back. Does this date have any special significance for you?
Yes, it's Amanda's birthday. We were having a dinner party for her tonight. That's why we got so alarmed when she didn't show up.
I wonder why she'd write that there.
Oh, I wish I knew.
I'm not even sure it's her handwriting. Mark might have written.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Wyatt.
Yeah, Mac, what is it?
Something's happened I think you both should know about.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. You can talk. This is Mrs. Spaulding's father.
Oh, yes, sir. We were checking the kitchen, and we found the maid. She'd been tied up, and gagged, and somebody really slugged her with a pistol.
My God, that's Maggie. Is she all right?
Sir, I don't know. She's unconscious. She's lost a lot of blood. We're going to have to get her to the hospital before we can question her.
Have you called an ambulance?
Yes, sir. They're on their way right now. And Lieutenant Wyatt, if it's all right with you, maybe we can both go in the ambulance with her, and in case she comes to, we can get a statement from her.
Good idea.
Does anybody here know her name?
Yes, it's Maggie O'Byrne. She's been with Amanda for a long time. Tell them at the hospital to do everything they can to help her. I'll be responsible for all costs.
Yes, sir. I'll do that. Anything else, Lieutenant?
No, it's okay. Go ahead. Let me know as soon as she comes to. And if you can get anything at all out of her.
Will do.
Well, looks like whoever left here with your daughter didn't want anybody to know.
It's Mark Evans. I'm as sure of that as I am of anything. My God, Mike, if he's done this to Maggie, what might he do to Amanda?
I don't even like to think about that. But we got to find her, and we will.